Okay. Um, it should show something.
Learn by doing 3 live.
Starting soon, the biggest word,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So, then let's start. Do-do-do-do. Hello, everyone. Sound check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. So, welcome back to Learn by Doing live stream. So far, I didn't have any new questions, but we have some questions from the from the last stream. And today with me, Kurt. Um, he will also be reading comments. And um, also the first guest on our live stream, uh, regular guest. Kurt, would you like to say a few words?
No. I signed up as technician, not as guest.
Yeah, that's fine. Then I will be solo on this journey. So if there are any comments coming in, please let me know. So yeah, Kurt will be e- my eyes and ears on the background. So if you like to write a comment, Kurt will make sure that uh, I can notice it and get back to you. So the agenda for today is where we dropped off the last time. We were about to create automatic subtitles, edit and save them to in a library, handle the AI hallucinations and transcription, misinterpretation interpretation of tone and context, sensitive info accidentally captured. Oh my god, I really didn't sleep that much last night, so I can't even read properly. Uh, yeah. So maybe before we get into all this, I will update on like what happened, what happened last week, or what happened this week. Let's say it like this. With Alyosha, and maybe uh, some people are asking like why Alyosha. So I'll get back to this, but before we start everything, I think it's important to do some promo of the live stream. Um, so and yeah, I will start with adding some promos. So more of you guys are joining. Uh, oh my god, so many notifications on my phone, disturbing. Yeah. So the first thing I wanted to do, I wanted to go on Instagram and say that I'm live. So yeah, I will go to Alyosha AI Instagram and I will do right away. Maybe like, maybe I should also live stream there. Oh, why not? That's gonna be that's gonna be fun. So about live, your profile is no longer. Huh? Only public profiles with 1,000 followers or more can create live videos. So I cannot do live video on my Alyosha AI, but I can do it from my Team by Munich account. So let's try there, and then I just repost it. So let's go live. Hmm. 3, 2, 1. And one. You're now live. Okay, great. So every Saturday I'm going live on YouTube um, with Learn by Doing Academy. This is where we explore our journey with AI, or can be your journey, and is also my journey. And Learn by Doing Academy is where you joining a community of like-minded people who want to learn about AI. So currently, I'm just doing a very short Instagram live, so that you know that the full version, like the full hour, is starting right now on YouTube. I will share a link. You can anytime you can just go to YouTube, find me there, Razbakov. Like I will put it in the comments. So here you go, YouTube. Just look for my account, Razbakov. And yeah, so this is just a short trailer on Instagram because I cannot show my screen on Instagram. So, and today we have quite interesting topics like how to create automatic subtitles, edit and save them in the library, then create translations and explanations in simple language from the edited subtitles, Wikipedia for language learners, and digital safety, women, and accessibility. So that is what's on our agenda. And for every live stream that we have, you can add it agenda, you can add topics, you can add questions, and so on and so on. So yeah, join me on YouTube to get into this topic. And yeah, see you there. So just join the YouTube and write a comment. Hi, I'm from Munich, for example, and you will be noticed, and we'll communicate. So I'll be communicating through video, you communicating through comments. So see you there. Bye. So I'm ending now the live stream on Instagram, sharing it as a reel, tagging myself the other account. Oh my god, that's so fun. Um, and okay, that's cool. Add location, whatever. Um, so what is my YouTube? On YouTube, okay, on youtube.com/ad. Uh, the ad didn't work. Why? Oh, no, it worked. Let's put it every Saturday. 10 a.m. So early. It is so early. Kurt, how how are you feeling?
Bit tired.
Tired. Same here. You you have a free day today?
A what?
A free day, or are you working today?
Well, I have stuff to do, but I don't work for money.
Mm. Hobby projects.
Yeah, yeah. Like cleaning up my room. I should be paid for this because the tenant who lives here is very chaotic.
Do you know him personally?
I hate him. and he only comes out when I'm asleep.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I'm actually the last time I invited a cleaning support because I don't have time for this. Um, White tag. I don't want tag. I want actually. I, Instagram is so annoying. Um, so what happened is that I tried to run the advertisement for mystery games, and Facebook didn't let my payment to go through. I tried on everywhere on the laptop. I tried it on my Google Pixel. I tried it on iPad. So on iPad, Apple wants extra. So I was paying like 50 euros, and Apple wants extra. I don't know, 10 or 20 euros a fee uh,
Mm.
for the paid ad, like. And then, okay, because it doesn't work anywhere, so I said, okay, yes, I'm paying for it. And in the end, my ad was not it was not accepted, or it didn't show up like in the ad manager. So and then I'm like, okay, where is my money? Like it's not showing up in the account. And then I went to this invoice from Apple and I said I want refund. Now Instagram just sent me a message, hey, we are blocking your payments on your account. And I'm like, hello, what? And right away, in 5 minutes, they replied, "Oh, yeah, that was because of some strange, weird activity on your account." And okay, so weird activity, okay. So they turned it on, said, "We are sorry," but still, like half of the Facebook doesn't work for me for some reason. And
Mm.
I think they need some engineers, you know, on their
I
team.
mean, Facebook is dead.
Yeah, and they don't want to accept money. Can you imagine? Like, how are they earning money if they they just don't want to accept money?
Mm. I don't know.
So, I hope this went through. So I had a very short Instagram. Okay, so that means from Instagram, people would know that something is happening and they might join and say hello in the comments. Do you see how many viewers right now?
Yeah, there is one participant.
I think that's you.
No, that's you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the last thing I'll do, I will go to YouTube. Maybe we can see here there is the live stream. So and then I go to Threads and I say join live stream about AI on YouTube now. AI threads. Now better we lead them right away to the live stream. Oh, missed the link. So here we have a direct link. So let's them go to the direct link. Um, and same thing I will do on Twitter, and same thing I will do on LinkedIn. So start. I'm already 20 minutes live, so I think we should use this time to actually go through agenda. So promo on a live stream about the live stream is done, so I can mark it as green. Or let's try different uh, clear formatting. I don't know how to strike out text. Strike out what shift command shift X. Okay, to strike out. So we can also. Uh, what happened this week with Alyosha? So first of all, why Alyosha? A lot of people ask me about this, like, hey, what's happening? Where is Alex? So there, there are so many Alex, like, and there are also apparently there are also girls with the name Alex. So and also some people can mistakenly think that Alex means Alexander, but I'm Alexei. So and it's not that unique, so people can't really remember, or like it's not nothing outstanding in just one of the names. But I think when I say Alyosha is the only one. I mean, maybe if I search in Google, okay, there's some, wow, there is a different Alyosha, but well, and they have a different spelling here. From where? Also in Germany. Well, that's then it's only two of us because I'm coming here the third in the search. And if you're doing something now, it's very important for branding to be unique. So Alyosha is a part of my personal brand. And if you're just starting your journey, you can always drop me a message, and maybe we can figure something out. I think it's very important to find your ikigai. We talked about ikigai last streams, but I will share it again because I think it's very important topic. This is the idea I was following for the last 10 years, and I was on this journey to find my ikigai, and I think I finally found it. So I guess there is a book about it. The most important is here is four questions. If you find the four questions, like most of the people are living at work, like profession, what are you good at and what you can be paid for, that's profession. But most people don't like what they're doing. So and this is this important question, what you love. So I think our the so as you see, the translation of ikigai from Japanese means a reason for being. And I think we need to spend some time to find what we actually love, and then start spending more time there, but also make sure that what we love, we also are good at it and we can be paid for it, and this is something that world needs. And then you see the intersections of these things is like love and need is a mission, love and good at is a passion, good at and paid for is a profession, paid for and needs is a vocation, and then there is also these intersections. Well, you see it on the screen. So I believe I found my ikigai, and I also printed my business cards, which I think um, is very good. It Here it says that I'm building things that bring people together through code, dance, and community. So in other words, I can say that my ikigai is builder, organizer, an educator. Like since I've since I was in school, I was helping uh, students with writing their diplomas, and I was educating people who were older than me to get through the computer science basically. And then I stayed in computer science because my father wanted me to go to the medical university, but in the same distance there was the um, Kharkiv National University of Radio Electronics, which I didn't finish. I only had 3 years, and then like if you can imagine, I already by that time I was having clients, a lot of clients, and then I got a very big project. By that time, as a student, that was a big project. We were to create a social media network, um, just like the VK Contact was just starting, like Facebook was starting at the time, and we were to create um, O.net, like ONET. That was the idea. So we got an investor and a guy with some ideas, but we failed the project because the requirements weren't clear. It wasn't clear what are we building, why are we building it, um, and that was a hard lesson for me. So I escaped um, to army. That was my conscious decision to go to army because I thought this guy will not hunt me in the army. But what happened next is that one day I was spending time in the hospital. I was sick, and then I was just walking from one military hospital building to another one, and then I meet this guy. And he made me understand that no matter where I go, he will find me. So, and this whole idea, I regretted going to army because I should have found a different ways and learn a little bit more how to work with investors and business and like maybe find some experts in the area, but I wouldn't know by that time. So it's a hard lesson. Also, army gave me something, the discipline. Like if I'm on the mission and I'm clear on the mission, I can wake up every morning at 6 and go running 3 kilometers. That's no problem. I can switch like robot into this mode and start doing yeah. Um, and now we're here with the Ikigai. So I got here some projects listed on the website. So there a lot of projects are missing here. Um, I want to polish them a little bit before they appear here. Um, and for example, this one, it's available from only from the QR code on my business card. Basically, um, I'm running right now an experiment. I have a hypothesis that with agents running your organizations, you can pull anything off. And this is one of the projects, which these projects have a goal of creating 100 small websites for small businesses where I give it away for 100 euros each. Usual price is like 2000 euro. And but I build the orchestration system of agents, so I just give it a website. Maybe for the next stream we can put it in agenda, or you can put it in agenda. So if you go to Learn by Doing Academy, you just click here, add your question, you land on the agenda and add the question that you would like. And we can discuss this as well. So when I'm showing something, you can add it to agenda. We'll go in details about this. But I will follow the agenda of today. So basically, I already started a few websites right now. So I will be keep updating this page. You can also bet on the outcome. So as soon as I have finished the full cycle of one and it's been approved and deployed, then I will track it here. So I don't want half-baked things to be counted. But then you can bet on if I will hit 100. Maybe you know some kind of platforms where you can do it. So let me know if you know. I think there was one where like you can vote for political outcomes, like who will win the next election and stuff like this. We can also maybe put it there. But for now, yeah, you can just tag me on Twitter maybe and just say like, I think yes or I think no, whatever. So, do we have anyone on the stream, Kurt?
Yes, there's one person on the stream. Uh, he was there. He left. He came back.
Hmm. And is he now there?
Yes.
Hello, stranger. You can write in the comments what's your name, where are you from, and what brings you to the live stream. Maybe shall I put my camera down, or is it fine? Kurt?
Um, yeah, we see a lot of ceiling and very little of you, so maybe you can adjust the camera.
Uh, okay, so I'll put it a little bit here. Is it better like this?
Well, now you're closer, but it didn't change much.
Okay, so okay. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we can close all these things and we can go to the agenda.
Okay. The viewer left again.
That's fine. We are not running for them. It's all fine. So we have 26 minutes left of the stream, and I wanted to talk about what happened this week. And I think the best demonstration would be to show my system in action. So I will just show you what is my flow. I'm using Cloud Code, and I have a subscription 200 euros a month. So if I go to usage, so you see I have a subscription max 20x, and it costs uh, what? Yeah, 200 euros a month, but it's way cheaper than hiring people. I can tell you that. So I can say that I'm on a live stream right now, and topic in the agenda: what happened this week with me and
Mhm.
agent orchestration. So as you see, I've used this app called Whisper Flow. So let me show you. This is Whisper Flow. You can download it here. It's available for any system. You can start using it for free, but then you will see if you want to pay for it. But free has some limitations, like how many words you can say. So if you're actually using it, then then you will see this is actually saving a lot of time and it's very useful. So um, all my prompts I'm writing within the Ikigai project. So the Ikigai project, you can install it yourself, and this is the team of 6 agents that's like close friends to you, so to say, like agentic friends. AI with different personalities, with different focus of like they also have different responsibilities. Their first mission is to help you find your ikigai, and second is to make it real, to implement your ikigai. And they also can advise you like to work with other people. And all you do is you just go here, select the app, your favorite app that you like. You click copy prompt, and then you open, for example, in Claude Code, you would go here, copy paste this prompt, select here bypass permissions, and click enter. That's all. I already have it installed, so I think it will just tell you, hey, it's already there. But let's see what's happening. And for developers who are creating skills, agents, and so on, I was looking for a solution for a long time, like how to actually install like skills or something. I went through a lot of different approaches, and I found the best one is like the best call to action on the website is actually like copy prompt, and it's like something very short with a link to GitHub. Uh, and that's it. So then it will do automatically everything. So it's like selling spells, like in the what is it called in Middle Ages? There were magicians, right, and selling kind of like spells. This is basically we are going back in time, selling spells. So as you see, um, it says that I already have it installed. For you, it will be a different path. Again, if you want to go in detail and actually see how it's done from scratch, we can also do that. Just put it in the agenda, and we will address it on the next live stream. So, and then when I'm finished with something, I'll just archive it so that I have only here unfinished business. So when I need to focus on something, I can move things um, to the pinned. I also like to rename it. So, for example, um, week progress. This is the topic that I mentioned before, what happened during this week. So, and then here all the responses are starting with the persona who is replying to me. So right now Maya is speaking to me. Maya is just like a secretary. She's the chief of staff. She just knows who is doing what, and she needs to route it to different people. Or she can read reports, of course. Um, so I advanced a little bit with the butler. So the butler is a way to communicate with agents in with the voice. So, but this is different to this whisper flow. Whisper flow doesn't reply to you, but this one replies. So you can click try the demo.
Hey, I'm Maya, an AI agent that just schedules a call with you through Butler. I've got 3 quick
Hello?
questions to walk through. Ready? Let's
Yeah.
start with. Great.
Yeah, I'm trying to speak with agent, and yeah, maybe it's because of the live stream I cannot hear right now, but or maybe I need to look into it. Basically,
Sounds like there
the
might
agent
be
has
some
some
technical
agenda,
issues on your
and
end. Let's try to focus on the
for
next
example,
question.
agent needs
If an
to
AI
get
could
back to
call
you and
you with
ask
a
something.
structured
For
agenda like
example, they don't
this,
have
what
access
kind of
to some
decisions would you route
folders
through it?
or to some accounts and so on. So they will schedule a meeting with you in Google Calendar, and there will be a link to kind of Google Meet or Zoom session. So this is thought more like a Google Meet session. And they would have this agenda and keep asking you questions to get all the replies. And then they will say, okay, the session is finished. so that the agent who was running the original job can continue. So this is like a delegated um, input request from the user with voice interface. So the idea is that I can just um, be on the street and just call the agents. I will also include here a possibility to attach a number, so they can actually call you from phone number, so from a real phone number, or you can call them as well. So it's this interaction is not requiring you to sit at home. And like in this so recently, um, I found myself to actually less sitting in front of a computer. I don't know how the others are doing now who are working with agents, but I thought if we are automating means that my routine should change. And my routine was sitting in front of computer 24/7. Like, I mean, of course I sleep, but that I was just spending a lot of time in front of computer. So I thought, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, I'm not spending it talking with people. I don't go outside. So I thought if I'm automating, it should result in me spending less time with computer. So with agents, I have a routine in the morning and in the evening. So in the morning, like we are making the plans and they help me to plan stuff. So here is the example how it's done. So I have here so I'm using the Google To-Dos, the Google Tasks, and Google Calendar. So the tasks are just the tasks that I need to do, and they are all coming from the transcripts. So having a call with someone, it's been transcripted, and then the agents will go and automatically understand what is this about. And if there is something time bound, it will be the thing in the calendar. So what happens then later is in the evening I speaking with Sage. Sage is the coach. So and I'm asking how am I doing? How was these conversations? What I effective? Did I hurt someone? Like, do I need to go and say I'm sorry? Like stuff like this. So it's like more like my psychologist. And like in the morning and during the day, I'm pushing things, and then I'm reflecting every evening to see where I can improve so that I have personal growth. Then Marco is a business guy, so he thinks numbers, how to make it work. Kai is the outreach guy. He like a sales guy who helps me with this because this is my weakness, like with the outreach. So Kai is actually very helpful. Luna is the responsible for content, marketing, public relations, any stuff like this. And Victor is like my brother. He's very technical. He speaks technical language, and sometimes we also have some deep conversations about some architecture. So you will be starting with exactly the same setup, but it's all flexible. You can change how many agents you have, what is their name. You can generate for them a different photos, not necessarily looking them as people, but you can do avatar style, like whatever you like it's all up to your imagination. For me it's important that I have a visual that I can visualize it. So if I'm like Maya, oh, Maya is this face, and our brain has the whole part responsible only for remembering the faces. That's why I'm giving them those are avatars for the agents, so that my brain can perceive it better. And then for each organization, for each project, you can create more agents. Actually, they will create those agents and they will speak to them. It's not, you don't have to go into the detail, but that's why you would need to have actual 200 euro subscription in Claude, because it will require a lot of tokens. Um, So those agents, like in one chat, I'm running a lot of sub agents. So usually, if you open like ChatGPT and then you write a question, you have one agent at a time. Is the main agent, so to say. If you notice here stuff like this, read. This is when it runs a tool to read the file, to execute some commands. So one of the tools is to execute an agent. So it's another session with the AI, and in one of like when I run a chat with an agent, it will spin up other agents, and those agents can have different responsibilities and different point of view. So you can design whatever system just by speaking with it. So I'm not vibe coding here. I'm not creating a new calculator app or like a new website or so on. I'm creating an organization with domains, roles, responsibilities, where agents can create other agents and can lead the projects and execute those projects, and you can navigate them very easily with a few words, and they will understand the context, what is this project about, and so on and so on. So here the few things we did was the SDTV 15 by 4 and the very crazy thing I started is organizing the concert of Charanga Habanera. They're coming 23rd of May on Saturday, and I'm still processing it. Like we're still in a lot of negotiations happening and so on. So, but this is where I say we live only one time, and this was my dream for so many years. I've been organizing a lot of different events, but this is a foundation for starting a, a dance festival in Munich, which haven't happened in years, like 10 years. There were nothing. So in Augsburg, yes, in Munich, nothing. And I also want this event, this concert to be very different. I wanted to feel premium, so I'm looking for premium locations like Bar de Schohof, but also like it's it's very expensive. So the ticket price right now is at €100, but we are trying to find different locations, and yeah, it's still negotiations rounds. Um, then yeah, and most of the time, like ate my work. Then we have a mystery games. Um, so it was supposed to happen yesterday, but we have here uh, one condition, that we get to announce the next event 48 hours before. So everyone have to sign up and let us know that they're joining 48 hours before the event, so that we didn't reach the necessary amount of people, so we had to cancel it. And I hope it's this way people will learn, because the mystery games is 3 levels concept. The first part is actually to read this page, understand the rules, understand what is it about, and the mission here is to find what's the place. The places are rotating, there are different venues across Munich, and no one knows until they're actually signed up to know where is the location gonna be. So that is the first kind of question. Where is it? Then, of course, we have a dress code. So for this week, it was Lucifer. For the next week, it's the Pirate of Caribbeans. But again, the venue is revealed only for the people who sign up for that event. So that is the first level. The second level is how to enter. To enter is also difficult because there is something written here, the entry ritual. And if people don't read this, they can't enter. They might know the location. They might come to enter, but if they don't know the password, the ritual how to enter, they will not enter. And then there is the game itself, which is based on the classical Mafia. But the mystery games for me is not just Mafia. It's this three layers approach. So yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, keep doing my classes. So I added on the page the concert. Then here we have the classes. I'm doing it every Sunday. Today we are doing a Rueda flash mob um, at 2 at the Hofgarten on Odeonsplatz. You can join if you want, if you dance Rueda, the casino. Yeah, every Sunday I have 3 hours of classes at 6, at 7, and 8 different levels to learn Cuban salsa. This one is for free at 6 p.m. And I'm starting regular events, La Frida Cubana, every Monday from 7 to 11 at this restaurant Frida. It's in front of Gisela Strasse. So, and I would like these events to be different. I would like people to see it as a place to meet friends, so they can go in the restaurant and just eat some food. Very nice food, Mexican food. I love it. And the name of the restaurant is from Frida Kahlo. And the bar where we are dancing, it's downstairs. It's by the name of her dog, Holo. So it's like Holo by Frida. So I love this concept, and yeah, we are testing this. So we are gonna be running it for 1 month and see how it goes. And then I want to invite professional instructors, like international instructors, Cuban instructors, especially female instructors, because we miss it in Munich. And I want this to go the level of dancers in Munich to go higher, and that's why I'll be inviting like Milaila Capote and Neris Mulgado. I also was thinking, you see me, Christian, like, and then making a base, like with all this that I'm doing, my dream is actually to organize the festival. But festival is this huge thing. It's multiple days. It's like can be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, pre-party, after-party, all these things. There is a lot of logistics. There is a lot of things to do. You need a big team. So concert is easier. It's just one day. It's super expensive. I'm still looking for investors to join in, because that is a risky adventure. But there is where there is no risk, there is no money. So this is what I understand by automation. So these are the organizations that I have, and as maybe if you know, working on the projects and you open it in Coursera, you usually open like one folder of the project. But now that I'm having the orchestration of the agents, like so I open the list of projects when I need to see if there were any changes, so that I can track in parallel what changes were happened. And then I have a list of organizations. So organizations here include, for example, let's go through the LearnByDoing Academy. It has some domains, it have defined roles. So this is our documents. This is about the governance of the organization. And in the projects, I have the actual source code of the website. So this is the difference. So I have multiple levels here of the context. So the organization level gives the intent, and this one is actually like the requirements and source code and so on. So here we go with what happened this week, and this topic we can also mark as done. And I hope next time we'll have more time to actually go through the subtitles, but maybe those who were looking focused, maybe you already know the answer to this question, how I'm doing it. All I'm doing it is going to Claude and saying what I want in a very simple words, and the agents take care of it. So I'm using Jamie for transcriptions. I'm using the whisper flow for like just hold, speak, and paste whatever you said. And I also have one local running transcription if I have recorded something. So if you send me a video or I have audio, I can transcribe it for free. And then here you go. I have these three main tools that I'm using, and Butler, of course, when we can speak with an agent. So you can try it yourself. Just go on to the Ikigai team, install it, and ask it to do that. But be careful with the tokens. Yeah. So you're safe if you start with 20 euros. Just try it. I mean, if you have a ChatGPT subscription, cancel it. Go to Anthropic, get a 20 euro subscription. Try to use it. Try to do this prompt. The agents need the context, and the most important is not just the prompt, but the intent. Why are you doing it? And a lot of people having a problem, especially those who are doing the vibe code, they don't even know why. They don't know what the problem is, and they're already trying to make a solution. So for this, you need to actually read some books, and I think the great book of all time is Design Thinking. It's not about design per se. It's more like a scientific method. It's a mindset. As you see here, it focuses on the empathy for the user, collaboration in diverse team, and willingness to learn from mistakes. So it's a 5-step process. Is the understand. So you have to do research, observe, engage with users, understand their needs and motivations. So if you have a problem, that's already a good sign, but also it would be nice if you can find other people with a similar problem and see you will understand a little bit more about it. Then you synthesize the research. This is the step define. Then, only then, you get to ideate, and not only one thing, but multiple different ways to do it. And then, and only then, you go and prototype and do the vibe code, because you already have like the most important 3 questions. And then you test with other users, not only with yourself. So this is a very important thing in the agentic era. And there is a lot of resources on internet, and I think what we are lacking right now is the education. And everyone who is starting with the OpenClaw, just look at this website. Oh my God, everything is running here. This is so vibe coded. This is so, it's just, you feel this vibe code. I think like agents will not teach you to think. Reading the books will teach you to think, and this is something that no agent can replace. So and that's why I'm doing the 15 by 4, and it's a non-profit, registered non-profit organization. So here is Eingetragene Verein in Munich. Is about sharing your knowledge, and I think right now is more important than ever to learn and to share the knowledge. Because if you found something, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with others, because on top of it, it's like you're investing your idea, and this idea being developed from different point of views. Maybe some doctors will use your idea, your insight that you find, and then they will find the treatment to something that is very hard to treat, cancer. What else? HIV, cancer, like whatever, non-treatable. We have a lot of non-treatable diseases nowadays. And you have Corona. Remember Corona? How long it take? How horrible the time was. And if you think that what you figured out, maybe it helps the medicine. You don't even know about it, but let the doctor read through your insights. And we need to connect as people. We need to connect. We need to get to know, like, It's not only about your friends and having tea and drinking beer. No, find people by interests, communicate with them, share ideas, develop ideas. Find your ikigai. Find what. It's very hard. It's very hard. I'm going. I'm having this. Yeah, I just go to work, from 9 to 6, and I go home. I don't care. I don't care about my work. I don't like my work. Why you go to this work? Why? You're over 40 years old and you're just going to your work? I'm 37 and now I found my ikigai. So I always I went my from my first work, I never do things I don't like. Never. I don't like to clean, I don't clean. My granny is always saying, "No, clean the house." No, I don't like it. I don't do it. I don't. But then we have the things that you like. Go work only the things you like. This way you ensure your future. That means that maybe one day you can educate people, maybe you become senior, whatever, professor. Like there's so many paths open. I don't have the finished higher education. That doesn't stop me from finding work and doing things that I like. I like programming, I'm doing programming. But there are a lot of programmers who just don't like programming. I don't understand. I don't understand. So maybe stop programming and find what you actually love and go and do that. So that is all for today. Please go to Learn by Doing Academy, add your question for the next agenda, and that would be it for today. Cord, is there? How was it today? Can you say a few words?
Well, at the end, it dropped to 0 watchers, but you had at least one person watching most of the time.
Cool. I'm wondering who it is. I'm wondering who it is. But in general, how was
Well,
the content? Like, is it something?
yeah, it was a bit here and there.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have more structure.
I hope I brought some rough ideas and we can put it in the agenda for the next time. And I'm learning. You see, I'm learning to follow the agenda. So what I will need the next time. Can you assist me the next Saturday?
Wait, I have to look. This is,
2nd of May.
yeah, yeah.
So what I will need the next Saturday is also the timekeeping, like so that we put in the agenda the times, and then this brings us to more structure, I guess, right? Does it
Mm-hmm.
solve the question?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm learning. I'm like this is only third official live stream, and
Mm-hmm.
don't try to fail. If you fail, you learn, and it's very
Yeah.
important. So build in public, share what you're doing. I think it's super important nowadays because now more than ever important the what the humans do because now there is a lot of AI content here and there, and the live stream
Mm-hmm.
shows you that we are here, we are real people, we are interacting with you, and don't hide uh, like don't put agents in front of you. Be in front of agents. Be the face, and let
Mm-hmm.
agents do the background work for you. That is, I guess, the insight of today. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Write the comments. We always read all the comments and address all of them and put them in the agenda. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Kurt, and have a nice day.
Okay.